Now, as many of you already know that China is in a process of injecting $1 trillion of massive stimulus into the economy. But tomorrow they will be coming out and giving us an implementation plan as to how they plan to launch or how they plan on a comprehensive implementation of this big stimulus. And now this is massive news to not only the economy but also the stocks like Nio, which is something that is pretty exciting. I mean, you will remember or know that since the very first time we heard about this big stimulus that China plans on, of course, implementing, the Chinese stocks have been on a surge ever since. This is something that is massive. This is something that is pretty exciting. In fact, as per what Deutsche Bank said, they believe that if this over 1 trillion stimulus is to be implemented effectively, it might be the biggest stimulus we have ever seen in history, which is something that is just so massive, something that is incredible to see, and it will make companies like Nio to flourish, because you will know that part of the plan which they are doing or which they will be pushing is to inject money to stock brokers to buy shares of stocks, which is massive, and also give out loans to banks for buybacks or for share buybacks, which that again, it is a massive positive thing. Over and above that, they are going to make the consumers or the Chinese consumers to be able to take more loans, either for cars, for houses, which this as a result will be the thing that stimulates the economy as a whole. This is bullish for not only like I said, for Chinese economy, but it's also extremely bullish for EV stocks like Nio, because once people can easily afford, or once their interest rates are cut, they will be able to buy vehicles like Nio, because China is making it possible or making it quite affordable for them to easily take debt. So this is massive, this is incredible. And we read that tomorrow at 10 a.m. the senior official will be doing this press conference, and something that is very interesting is that they'll also be taking questions, which I can't imagine how this will be bullish for the market tomorrow. Today, Hong Kong, Singapore Stock Exchange, Nio, it's I think it's just up 2%, but hopefully tomorrow after that press conference we can see stocks like Nio picking up in terms of the share price and continuing the rally, which is something that we want to see. This is bullish, this is massive. This is part of the reason why even some of the big financial institutions are now or have become so bullish onto the Chinese market. I mean, there are billionaires that are saying they are buying everything because of this big stimulus. They are buying everything China, and they're talking about ETFs, stocks. They are just buying everything because they see the potential that this big stimulus will bring onto the Chinese economy. So this is bullish, this is long for Nio, and this just simply means that whatever we are seeing onto Nio, the kind of performance they are doing or they are giving to us this quarter, it might even become worse. The performance might even go way beyond what we are seeing or what we've been seeing in recent months in Nio. And what am I saying by that? I'm saying the deliveries might be massive, because you will know that before even this big stimulus, what China has been doing to boost EV stocks like Nio or EV cars like Nio, they've been issuing subsidies of up to 20,000 RMB. And what we've been reading coming from China is that lots and lots of people are applying to get for these subsidies. I think in a space of 2 months there were almost 1 million applications of people wanting to benefit from these subsidies, which shows you that it is something that is a big catalyst for EV stocks like Nio. And China cares more about new energy vehicles. I mean, the subsidies for gas cars or engine cars, it's currently at 15,000 RMB, and to know that for new energy vehicle cars it's at up to 20,000, it shows you of how China values the new energy vehicle market. I mean, they are the leader globally. China has got a market share in this fast growing EV industry of over 50%, which is something that shows you that China, it is a dominant force when it comes to this fast growing EV industry, which is why for now it's not even a train smash that even the European Commission in terms of on imposing tariffs, because most of these Chinese EVs are not even selling that much in Europe, and therefore it won't bring much impact, because for an EV stock like Nio, they are selling 98% of their sales comes from China, and maybe only 2% or it's only coming from outside of China, which is in Europe, which therefore this news of tariff increase is not supposed to hurt Nio that much. But thank God Nio already has got a plan which entails them also taking their sub brand Firefly, who the CEO said it will be able to participate even with the 20% tariff increase which they intend on imposing onto them. So yeah, man, Q4 looks very bright for stocks like Nio. I've no doubt that we might see some massive deliveries coming from both Nio and Onvo. I think part of the reason why also Nio is doing their best to obviously upgrade their production capacity is because they know the demand that will come with this big stimulus which China just announced. They know the positives that will come from this, which is why they need to quickly address and aggressively increase the production capacity of their factory, because if not, they might miss out on the big sales that some of the cars might be generating because of this. They might be able to miss on big revenues that these might bring to those that will be selling tons and tons of cars. So it's good news, it's massive, and I hope things get better or improve much better, and Nio is ready to cater and meet the demand that will come, which they have said that they will try their best to deliver as many vehicles as possible this year, which we look forward to. Otherwise, I just thought I'd just give you this quick update. Tell me what you think about this. Blue sky is coming. Nio is a company which is set for greatness. Those that are persevering will definitely be rewarded in the long term. Otherwise, that's all from me, and God bless you all.